So, because I've been caught up in all the deep seek and open AI drama and all the fun stuff that's going on in AI and the tech space, I haven't really been paying too much attention to things that have been going on in the culture and in the community. So I'm here in Mount Vernon in the Bronx, New York, for any who knows, and it's cold. But I'm up, getting my workout on and doing my starting my 90 days, my 13-week challenge program. So day one, working out, giving thanks, writing down affirmations, but going through my affirmations, which what I am wishing for and designing is a mindset platform and a mindset program to talk to young men, women, and those of us who really are looking for mentorship and guidance on how you get from the block and into blockchain, or and the way that it looks right now, it's really how do you go from the block mindset to a future forward thinking holistic mindset. And I say all of this because currently DJ Academics is going through it. Now, I say this delicately because me being of Caribbean descent and growing up in the 80s New York, I grew up in a very aggressive time where there wasn't really any guidance. You had a lot of kids raising kids. Okay? My father died when I was 5. So the people that were around me were his friends, and his friends were kids. My father died when he was 24. So I inherited his community, his group, and they were all 10, 11, 15 years older than me, and as young as 7. And so, if I'm hanging with them in their life, they're doing things that people 16, 17, 20, 21 are doing. And here comes a 7, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, and I'm understanding adolescence because they're not much older than me. And it put me in many scenarios that I probably was just way too young to deal with, but it was the time. Now, that's the block mentality. I left that mentality many years ago to get into the blockchain mentality, which today. So you have academics on a stream, live stream, speaking to a 15-year-old kid who is a refugee, lives in a different country, has no mother, has all of these attributes that definitely create a subordinate and a fan issue. Look, at the end of the day, guys, no matter what we grew up with, no matter how we grew up, understand we grew in trauma, we grew in bad habits, we grew in things that are not looked at in the same way today, especially when you can stream all over the world and everybody has a voice. Now, grooming, there's a lot of things you can groom kids for. And look, no one is saying that you cannot talk to a young man and talk about how to talk to a young girl, how to dance, how to cook, how to really respect yourself. Because the problem is, most of you men don't like women. I know that for a fact. So these are the kids that we're putting out there. Look, I hope you figure this out. I hope you do some healing. I hope you figure yourself out. Too many times you've said how you're getting back at people that didn't fuck with you. That right there is being a bully. Nobody likes a bully. Whether you're yelling at a girl in the streets or you're trying to coerce a young kid to do stuff that he's not ready to do. And look, you could tell he's savvy. Look how he came at you. He said grooming. He said, I'm 15. You're trying to catch a case. All of these things from a refugee from another country. Come on, man. If he's seeing what's going on, what do you think the rest of the world is going to see? Look, man. Ego is something we all suffer from. Some way, shape, or form. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. This one, homie, is bad. Now, I'm not saying you can't have conversations in your private life, because I understand people and I understand how warped, perverted, and depraved most of you are. And that is cool. Keep that into your own life. But in this world that we're moving into, especially if you want to get involved in blockchain, where I'm trying to bring more women, you can't be somebody who doesn't like women. Now, I'm not talking about who don't want to have sex with women. I'm talking about if you don't necessarily like women, because we need to promote a world with respect. And if you can't talk to them, find a big homie and ask. But guys, do not act like this is the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, or worst case, an island nation where people there are a little bit more aggressive and lack the type of nuance and conversation that we have to deal with here in the States. So kids, men, women, young men, where is your mindset at? Because currently this thing is going crazy. There's people that he's been canceled, he's lost deals, but the idea is this, yo. Where is the mindset? Because there's a lot of y'all out there who are probably just virtue signaling, but don't have an answer how we get through this. Folks, young men, I have an answer. We need more big homies like me, because I'll tell you how to act. I'll tell you what to say and what not to say, where to say, what not to say. Because look, guys, I get it. We all need to act like guys, be in the clubhouse. We talk a lot of crap. Cool. We need the barbershops. We need the Little Rascals Clubhouse. But we don't need the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Because that's what this was. No matter what you think about it or not, this isn't about him grooming a kid. It's him about trying to get him to the mindset to look at women as objects. That's what this whole thing is about, yo. Some of us, if you look deep down inside, you'll figure out you've been doing it wrong a lot. But do you have the mindset? Is it nimble enough to pivot? Is it nimble enough to leave the block and get into blockchain and get into the future? Is it? That's my question. Answer that. But if you don't have the answer, join my school community. Come and change your mindset around real big homies that been through something. Because at the end of the day, youth and wisdom are normally mutually exclusive. In this day and age, we can bring them together. That's all I got to say. Be nice. Golden rule, simple. Treat others how you would like to be treated. Like, come on, simple.